There's countless things I could talk about when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. There's so many things he does great, but one of the things that makes him so effective is his ability to throw off balance. Take this play for example. Green Bay is going to set up as though it's a designed rollout to the bottom half of the screen. However, Rodgers is actually going to cut back and move to the top half of the screen. These are the routes the Green Bay Packers on the bottom half of the screen will be running. And those are Rodgers' first two options. The key player to watch here is Frankie Louvu, as he's going to be unblocked. If Louvu ends up running straight to the outside, Rodgers will have nowhere to go and will likely be sacked. However, Rodgers breaks back so well, he essentially jukes him out with how quickly he goes back, and Louvu is now very out of position. This leaves Rodgers completely alone with no Jets defenders around him. It also ends up causing 7 Jets to all be in one area of the field. Because of this, Green Bay will have a numbers advantage on the top half of the screen, and somebody will most likely get open. The problem with running a play like this is it requires your quarterback to make an off-balance throw. However, Rodgers is arguably the best at throwing off balance that the game has ever seen. So designing plays around him being off balance is no problem at all for Green Bay. And he's able to hit his man for a first down. I don't think there's ever been a quarterback in the league who can throw off balance like Aaron Rodgers. Let me show you another example of just how good he is at it. On this play, it's a 3rd down and 3, and the New York Jets are in man coverage, which is actually perfect for Green Bay as they're running a pick route on this play. Oftentimes on a pick play, the defense will switch assignments. As you see, both routes end up going right to Jets defenders, so if they just switch assignments and stay where they're at, nobody will be open. However, somewhere in this play, something got lost in communication. One of New York's defensive backs did switch coverage, while the other one didn't. This is now going to leave 2 Jets on one receiver and another receiver completely open. However, this still is far from an easy play for Aaron Rodgers. A pick route is designed to open up something quickly. However, because of this situation, even though someone's going to be wide open, it's going to take an extra second for it to develop. Lucas Patrick is going to end up losing his matchup against Leonard Williams pretty significantly. This is going to give Williams a straight shot at Rodgers. However, despite a defender running straight at him, he's still able to look upfield, see that there's blown coverage, and make a great off-balance throw to pick up a first down. It certainly wasn't the way the play was drawn up. However, it worked out well for Green Bay. This next play is actually a pretty interesting play design, although it doesn't look that way at first. Green Bay is in a 3rd down with about half a yard to go, so it seems like a curious choice to have 4 receivers go deep and a running back block. However, that's not actually what they're doing. Their halfback is going to start off as though he's blocking, but then he's going to run a curl route. Rodgers is also going to fake as though he's throwing deep by looking up and pump faking to the top half of the screen. But this is all a fake. He's going to then just toss it to his halfback for an easy first down. The Jets are playing zone coverage on this play, so because of the fake, they're not going to think to guard the halfback. They assume he's just in there to block. And in zone coverage, you typically want to go as far back as your receivers are going. And since there's 4 receivers deep, a halfback is going to have plenty of room to get open on a play like this. But again, it's a play that wouldn't work with a quarterback who can't throw off balance. As you see, Rodgers can't put his full motion into this one. It has to be a quick pass to the halfback for it to work. But because Rodgers is so good at these types of plays, he can simply flick his wrist, get the ball to his halfback, and pick up the first down. This next play is probably the best example of what I'm talking about. This is the route concept that Green Bay is going to be running on this play, and the hope is that New York will be in zone coverage. However, unfortunately for the Packers, they're playing man coverage. The reason why it could be effective in zone coverage is it's going to be a play action. So in theory, Jets linebackers would move in, and Rodgers can simply throw over them and hit somebody for a first down. However, because it's man coverage, New York can simply just follow their assigned men. Now, the New York defensive backs still have to do a good enough job covering Green Bay's receivers. However, that's exactly what they do, and nothing is open for the Packers. Rodgers isn't the type of guy to just kill a play. He's going to try to get something going, even if it is just a first down and 10. He rolls out of the pocket to allow himself to get as much time as possible before making a throw. As you see here, Lance Kendricks is still getting covered up pretty well. Kendricks has completely ran his route already, and is just improvising here. He's going to decide to cut back and see if Rodgers ends up throwing to him. Kendricks wasn't even open for a full second, but in that time, Rodgers was able to make such a quick throw that he got it there anyways. Not only is Rodgers throwing off balance, but he has an insanely quick release, and it allows them to pick up 7 yards on a play that never should have gained yards to begin with. The difference between 7 yards on first down and no yards on first down is a huge one. Throughout the course of a game, it makes a great difference, and it's one of those things that makes Aaron Rodgers so great himself.